Hello everyone, it's Natalie with Crochet by NatalieLucille, and today we are going to be making a bracelet that looks like this. It's very easy to make and quick as well. This is what I like. So this is just one I did of different colors, and then the same one I'm using a cotton because they're easier to take care of. And so today's yarn as well, I'm using a peaches and cream cotton, and I'll put the yarn in the descriptions. I'm also using a G hook, and I have some buttons because I haven't sewn on my buttons yet. So I'm just kind of playing around with different buttons to put on the ends, because sewing on this, you make a little buttonhole. You can, there's all kinds of different options. You can place your button here, and then of course, you would attach it and it would look like that. You can place the button and sew this all together so it's always enclosed. You can do that. But definitely want a button because it, adds that nice little pop of color. Another thing you'll need are your needles to sew on your button, and you'll need a tapestry needle to weave in your ends, and of course always need scissors. So let's go ahead and get started. So give yourself a little bit of a long tail, and you're just going to create your slip knot, and it's just pulling it in, doop, like that, and tightening it. We are going to chain 41. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, 38, 39, 40, and 41. So in this project, obviously that kind of looks long, but it really isn't when it comes down to it. This project consists of single crochets and chaining. So in the second chain from the hook, which I always use the back ridges, you're going to work a single crochet. There's one, and you're going to work in the next 9. So you're going to have 10 single crochets here. So this is number 2. I got a lot of, you see how it splits? So I have to really work my hook there and make sure they don't split. And 3. The first row is always the most tedious one. After that, it seems to me in all my projects that the next rows always work a little bit faster. 4. So I'm just going to go ahead and keep working across to the next 10, and I'll be right back. Okay, so I've single crocheted in the first 10. Now what you want to do is chain 20. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. Coming back to your bracelet to make sure too it's not twisted. So here's your single crochets. You're going to count over 20 of your chains But what I was doing to kind of help out, counting from the other end, 10. So you have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And on your 11th one, you're going to single crochet. Actually, I'm sorry, let's do this. In the 10th one, not the 11th. My bad. If I can get it in there. There we go. So you're going to single crochet here. Like that. So it creates that gap. So this consists of the last 10 you'll single crochet. So that counts as 1. And then we're going to go into our next chain, foundation chain, and we're going to single crochet. So that counts as 2. And then the next one, the foundation row is always normally pretty tight. That's why I like to pause the videos and come back after I've done that, so you're not seeing me trying to get through this. So that's what I'm going to do. I'll be back once I continue on. I'm going to single crochet to the end. I'll be right back. Okay, so I have crocheted all the way, single crochets to the end. So there's a total of 10 single crochets in the beginning, the chain 20, and the 10 at the end. So you're going to chain 1 and turn your work. And you're going to work 10 single crochets along here. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and my yarn, as much as I love using the cotton, it does split. So just know that if you choose a cotton kind of like this, it has all these little individual pieces of thread that your hook will want to miss or jump over. But honestly, with the wear and tear that you'll have of the bracelet, you do want cotton so it doesn't, I guess, wear out over time. And even if it does, you can make another one. How easy is that? So there you have your 10 single crochets, and you're going to, again, chain 20. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, and 20. So coming back to the project, you're going to single crochet in the top here of your single crochet. So that is 1. And you're going to single crochet across to the end. So there's a total of 10. So there's your 1. 2, 3, 4, and 5, 6, 7, 8, and it's always important to count to make sure that everything mirrors each other. You won't have wonky, wavy edges. So you want to make sure that you are counting and you have the exact number of stitches. And of course, if you're working with something that has, 500 stitches in a row, you can use your stitch markers in, like, say, one every 20 stitches, and then that way you can just kind of look at the markers to make sure that, because once you can get lost in counting, trust me. So that is our second row, so you can kind of see how it's starting to look. And on my previous ones here, I worked 7 rows. And so in that, I have 1, 2, 3. Actually, that's upside down. So I have 1, 2, 3. And then in that 4th row, I made the buttonhole, and then I did 3 more rows. So I'm working in odd numbers. And also with this one, I did only 5 rows. So I had 2. And then on my 3rd row, I made a buttonhole and then 2 more rows. So on this one, I'm going to, because you want to keep it odd number. So I'm going to go ahead and make the buttonhole row, because I'm going to do just 5 rows of this one. Oops. There we go. So chain 1 and turn. So now I'm going to work my buttonhole. So I'm going to single crochet 1, 2, and 3. Make sure all my strings are in there. I'm going to chain 3. 1, 2, and 3. Then I'm going to skip these 3 single crochets, and then I'm going to work my last single crochets here. So 1, 2, 3, skip, and I'm going to work 4 of the remaining single crochet. So there's still a number of 10 stitches. So when you come back, I'll show you what you do above this space here. So there's 1, 2, 3, and 4. And what I'm going to do now is I'm going to chain my 20 again. And then I'm going to come here and I'm going to single crochet in these 10. So I'll be back once I get to the end of the row. Okay, I'm at the end of the row. So I've just finished 3 rows and now I'm ready for my 4th. So I'm going to chain 1 and I'm going to single crochet across again the 10. So there's 1, 2, yeah, it really gives me a workout. 3, did I do? I feel like I'm missing one. Okay, there we go. 3, 4, 5, 6, and I'm going to go ahead and finish to my 10, and I'm going to chain my 20, and I'll be right back. So I've come to the very last single crochet, and I'm complete. So now I just want to fasten off, so I'm just going to cut, and I'm going to fasten off the yarn. And I'll weave these in. That completes the bracelet. And what I want to do is I think I want to use this button. And what I'll do now is sew on my button. So I have my tapestry needle, because it is, the holes are big enough that I can slip the tapestry needle in through there. So I'm just cutting the same yarn. And I'm going to, and see, this one's going to be a fun one to try weave, because I have all of these little pieces of string. Oh my gosh, it worked. Oh, it is a good Monday. So I'm going to find the place that I want to place my button. So I kind of want it near the top just a little bit. I'm going to place it here. Just like that. And so once I have my placement done, I'm going to just run my string through here and back through. And I'm actually going to tie it just in a quick little knot on the back to secure it, and I'll cut it when I'm finished. And luckily with all these little pieces of string, I can use those too to secure it even more at the very end when I weave in my ends. So I have my button in place, and I'm just going to work it a few times just to make sure it's not going to go anywhere. I want to make sure my tail doesn't get caught up in there as well. I'm just going to do this a few times just to make sure it's good and secure. My tail's not in there. So the back is looking like that. I'm going to do it one more time. We'll come up through another doop-a-doop-a-doop-a-doo. I'm going to come up right there to make sure. There we go. It's secure in another spot as well. So there you have that. And now I'm going to secure it here with another fastening knot. And I'm sure that there are other ways that you would fasten your knot or make a knot to secure. This is just my way, different personal preferences. And then I'm going to go ahead and cut. And what I like to do a lot of times as well, let me move that, is I like to split my yarn and weave it in another place and tie it as well. So I just kind of split there. And I'm going to take it and weave this part in here. And just to secure it even more, to tie it off here. And then I'll cut it. So the knot isn't too annoying on your skin. So there. And nobody sees the other side as well as you're wearing it. So it's looking like this. And now I'm just going to weave in my other ends, and I'm going to secure them. Oh, please. I threw the needle. Oh my gosh, I did it again. It's really going to be a good Monday. Today is Monday, if you haven't figured that one. So I'm just going to weave in my tails. I'm going to go down a little bit. It's pretty tight, so that's good. I'm just going to work up. So it's kind of like a back and forth motion, and that way it really secures your thread going back and forth. So I'm going to work my way in one more going down, and I'm going to go ahead and cut. And I cut it really close to the work, just like that. And I'm going to do the same thing to the other side. Okay, is it still a good Monday? Oh my gosh. It is. It's the little things, I tell you. So we're just gonna kind of weave in and just kind of go down, and we'll go back up, just almost like tricking our yarn to stay in place. And then I'm going to cut. Cut close to the work, and that is it. That was done in less than 30 minutes. What do you think? How easy is that? And then you have your button. There you go, just like that. Just like that. How cute is that bracelet? It's just kind of like a nice little band. Just like that. Thanks, guys, for watching, and go to my website at crochetbynataliellucille.com and subscribe there, because weekly on Wednesdays I email out PDF patterns. So you don't want to miss a pattern, so I'll be doing that every Wednesday. Check out the Facebook community group, which is Crochet by Natalie Lucille. Every Sunday I do a live video. So this week is bracelets. So I'm going to be doing a live video on a bracelet, and then the bracelet that I do on the Sunday, I'll be mailing out that PDF form. So click on the subscription and click on the notification bell, because I upload regularly, almost daily. So check out the website, crochetbynataliellucille.com, the Facebook group, same name, Crochet by Natalie Lucille. And check out my store. I'm going to be putting some PDF patterns up to sell, and as well as merchandise. Thanks, guys, for watching. I really do appreciate it. See you next time. Bye.